After drowning her small son in the bathtub, a mentally ill mother was granted a hospital order. Kingswealth, a well-loved 4-year-old, pleaded with his mother not to kill him, while Oluwakemi Badare, 37, who suffers from paranoid schizophrenia, murdered him on December 27, 2020. At their southeast London apartment. When Badare summoned emergency personnel to her home in Plumstead, southeast London, they received contradicting reports. Badare then admitted to trying to drown Kingswealth 3 years previously. At the Old Bailey sentencing hearing, Judge Richard Marks QC remarked, "Kingswearth was greatly loved and very properly cared for by you. When she was very ill and had stopped taking her medication, he told her, this tragedy occurred. Given the circumstances of 2017 and your severe mental health problems," the judge remarked. "One cannot help but question if this tragedy could have been avoided with closer monitoring and better management of your disease." According to testimony given in court, Badare told a nurse that Kingswealth had pleaded with her mother not to kill her after she had been detained. When Kingswealth passed away, Badare informed the operator that her son had drowned and that she had left him in the bathtub and forgotten about him. His soaked body was discovered by paramedics at the top of the stairs outside the restroom. Kingswealth had abrasions, bruising, and skin problems on his head, neck, and upper torso, according to prosecutor Duncan Atkinson QC. Consistent with pressure from fingernails and focal pressure to the head. The mark suggested that Kingswealth had been purposefully held under water and drowned. His death was later determined to be the result of drowning, and a pathologist stated that given his age, there was no reason why he wouldn't have been able to get out of the bath alone if he had been left alone. Following a decade-long diagnosis of paranoid schizophrenia, Badare, a 2009 immigrant from Nigeria to the UK, got community-based care. In 2017, she experienced a relapse. While receiving treatment, she admitted to a nurse that she had briefly submerged Kingswealth when she thought she was being watched. Of course, there is just the defendant's own narrative of that attempt to drown her kid in 2017, and it relates to a time when she was very ill, Mr. Atkinson said in his opening statement to the jury. In 2009, Badare, a Nigerian immigrant to the UK, underwent community-based treatment after receiving a 10-year diagnosis of paranoid schizophrenia. She experienced a relapse in 2017, and while recuperating in the hospital, she confessed to a nurse that she had briefly submerged Kingswealth when she thought she was being watched. There is, of course, just the defendant's own narrative of that attempt to drown her kid in 2017, and it pertains to a time when she was very ill, Mr. Atkinson told the jury. Both the murder accusation and the alternative manslaughter by gross negligence allegation against Badare were unfit for trial. Instead, the question of whether she committed the claimed crimes either intentionally drowning Kingswealth or causing his accidental death was put to the jury. After nearly 9 hours of deliberation, the jury concluded that she killed her son on purpose. Rest in peace, Kingswealth Bayode.